Were you drafted or did you enlist?
I enlisted.
Why did you join the military?
I was going to get drafted, and I had a better opportunity to get what I wanted by joining the Air Force.
And why did you pick the service branch you joined?
My dad talked me out of joining the Marines, and he told me I had a better shot of being a mechanic versus being a foot soldier.
Mm-hmm. Tell me about your boot camp training / experiences.
They were pretty much tear you down, build you back up. A lot of it was mental. A lot of it was physical too. We had classes during the day. And a lot of times we had to do, we had to run a mile in a certain amount of time. We had to do so many push-ups, sit-ups, chin-ups. But it was everybody tried to work together as a team.
Which war / wars did you serve in?
Well, actually, I was in the United States Air Force full-time as a regular. I was in the Vietnam War. But after that, I was in the Air National Guard during Desert Storm and Iraqi Freedom.
Do you remember arriving and what it was like?
When I arrived in Vietnam, it was hot, extremely hot. But when I left, I was freezing, and it was the same time of year. It's just that my body had got used to being hot weather.
Yeah.
When it got a little cool, then it was cold.
Did you see any combat?
I got rocketed and mortared, and I was flying on a C-7A aircraft to offload cargo, and they started dropping mortars on the runway behind me as we were landing, and we took right back off. Called in an airstrike, and F-4C Phantoms came in and took care of it.
Tell me about some of your most memorable experiences about the Vietnam.
The most memorable experience that I had was being on guard duty at night, and all the electricity went out, and all I had was a flashlight, and people were crawling around, and I was a little worried.
What was the food like there?
You learn to eat a lot of things that you're not used to eating. And there were cockroaches in the salad if you got some.
Were you awarded any medals or citations?
Of course, I got outstanding unit citation. I got meritorious service for being in Vietnam during combat veteran ribbon, combat. The Republic of Vietnam gave us a medal too. So.
Are these like the awards and citations
Correct.
you received?
Correct. This is all the rank that I had while being in the regular Air Force and the Air National Guard. As you can see, I have a National Defense ribbon, which is the red and blue, yellow, and it's got 3 devices in it. That means I've been into 3. I've been in the service in 3 different wars. Vietnam, I got outstanding units, and I can't remember all of them. It's been a long time, but these are the different commands I was in. That's the Tactical Airlift Squadron. This is Strategic Air Command, that's SAC, that's when I was in B-52s. Air Combat Command, that's when I was stationed with the Air National Guard. And they changed us to an air training, and this is when I was in Pacific Air Command, PACAF. That's in Vietnam. And these are all my ranks that I had. This is the rank I retired out of the Air National Guard was Senior Master Sergeant.
What are these medals?
Those are the same ribbons as these up here.
Oh.
It's just those are ribbons that you put on in a dress scenario. And I ended my career in the Air Force, regular Air Force, on B-52s. And I ended my career in the Air National Guard on F-16s. But while in the Air Force, I also was on Caribous, which is a C-7 de Havilland made aircraft.
Were you drafted or did you enlist?
Enlisted.
Why'd you join?
particular reason. Didn't go to school. Just a lot of family in the military.
Why do you pick the service branch you joined?
I don't know.
Tell me about your boot camp experiences.
It's hard. A lot of exercising. And we yelling at you all the time, making you worried about little things like folding your underwear. It's weird.
Where'd you go during your deployment?
Persian Gulf, 2 times around Asia, Singapore, Korea, that area.
What was your job / assignment?
It's a nuclear mechanic, like the engineer and go.
What were your most memorable experiences?
A lot of fun times with friends, and a lot of rough times too.
What was the hardest part about being away?
Missing family, miss first son being born. It's hard.
What was the food like there? What type of food did you have?
A little bit of everything. Just had to put hot sauce and everything to make it edible.
Do you remember the service when your service ended?